What is up, YouTube? Thrift School over here, coming at you guys with a what sold video on eBay and Amazon. Now, I do have a ride-along video coming very soon. I filmed it today. I went to a thrift store and I found some great things, so I definitely can't wait to show you guys that. That will be edited and up very shortly. For Thanksgiving tomorrow, I won't be around, so let's just jump right into it, get you guys some awesome information, and maybe you guys will find some of these things. I got some great tips in this video for you guys, so stick around and let's get into it. The first thing we have here is a Patagonia men's merino wool. Now that's very important. Merino wool sells very well depending the brand. I mean, Patagonia, Viella, Pendleton. You want to be looking for wool. A lot of these brands, when you just get the cotton variant, they don't sell for as much money or as fast. Now this one, I only sold it for $26.79. I originally had it listed for $40. Now I do have best offer on a whole bunch of my listings, but I haven't been getting a lot of clothing sales recently, especially on eBay. My sales have been lackluster, and I'm just attributing it to maybe my prices being too high, maybe clothing is just starting to get a little oversaturated over on eBay. So I ran a 33% off sale, which is a pretty large sale, but it has been helping me move out a lot of old stale inventory that I've had sitting back here in these bins for a long time. And this shirt, you know, this jacket still sold very well. You could see in this blurry photo, of course, that there was a snag on the back of the collar. I always make sure you mention those things, guys. Always let the customer know if you see a snag, the smallest stain. Don't try to hide it. You want to just put it out there, and 9 out of 10 times the buyer doesn't care if you put it out there. It's in my description. It is in this condition note right at the top here, and there is a picture of it. So always make sure you're trying to document it as much as you can. Next item we have here is a Nat Nast men's silk blend purple plaid check shirt. And this was brand new with tags. $155 is the MSRP on this thing. I had it listed for $50, and this thing was listed for a while. Just hasn't sold. So it was on that 33% off sale, and it finally sold for $33.49. Happy to at least get that for it. Now, I don't really recall what I paid for it. Probably in the $5 range, but still, I thought I was going to get $50. Only went for $33, so a lot of these brands, a lot of things that I have been picking up, they just are taking a lot longer to sell on eBay for me. Next item we have here, which also took a very long time, it could be prices as well, is this vintage starter pro line Dallas Cowboys jacket. Now, it's a double XL, big size, which is pretty good. You could see, you know, starter, made in Korea, not USA. I don't know if that specifies an age range. I'm not super well versed in starter brand stuff, but you can just see it's a nice jacket. The Cowboys are doing all right this year, not great, not horrible, so I'm just happy it sold. It sold for $93.77. I had it listed for $140 with best offer, and I never got a single offer. I've had this jacket listed since last winter, last football season. Didn't sell then, didn't sell all summer, and now that the new season's about halfway over, it finally sold. I'm happy to sell it for 93 bucks. I shipped it priority mail for about $9, and that's not a bad price to ship it. This thing was massive, guys. This was a very big, heavy jacket. It was a few pounds, almost, what, 3 pounds or so? It was a heavy jacket. So pretty sweet to have a $93 sale there. And next is a Mythbusters Season 1 DVD. You can see right here, just basic DVD set. I sell lots of DVDs on eBay. They sell extremely well for me, guys. If I'm to give you any tip at all, go to your local thrift store. Wherever you see the DVD sets, the box sets, especially if they're new, scan them into Amazon. If new, they're going for, you know, $50, $60, $70, $80 on Amazon, take a look on eBay. If they're only going for about $20 to $30 on Amazon, then don't even bother, because eBay is going to be well below that. So this right here, this Mythbusters Season 1, probably goes for a lot more than $23.42 is what I sold it for. I originally had it listed for $35, which was on the low end, still didn't sell, so I'm happy to get the $23. I believe I paid $3 to $4 for this. So still a great sale. Media mail sells ships very cheaply, and just an all-around good sale. I love selling DVDs because they take up almost no space on the shelf. They're easy to find, easy to list. You should test them. I don't test every single DVD because if you look at the back of them and they're mint, they're gonna work. Yeah, there's no reason it shouldn't work, but I still like to say that you should test them. I test, I'd say a good 50% of my DVDs. Alright, moving over to Amazon. Now, these first few sales aren't going to seem too impressive, but I want to tell you guys a fun story. So, this pair of Sony headphones I sold for $20.59. I paid $6 for them, so I probably made about $8 to $9. Didn't make a lot of money. This pair of Skull Candy headphones I sold for $34.79. I paid about $6 for these as well. And then these Skull Candies I sold for $25.79, and I paid, I believe, $3 to $4 for these. Now, these were clearanced at a Staples, of all places. Clearance down very low. And I bought every single one they had, so I have had multiple of each one of these Skull Candy headphones, and they have all sold. They are all gone. I paid, you know, $3 to $6 a piece on these headphones here, and they sold extremely fast. So always go to your clearance section of any store, right? These just happen to be at a Staples. Check, you know, your supermarkets. Check your Staples. Check your Office Depot. Check your Office Max. We don't have Office Max or Office Depots anywhere near here. It's only Staples. So that's what I'm stuck with looking at. But there are so many different random stores where the demographic of that store is not going in to buy Sony headphones in a Staples. That just doesn't happen. So these got clearance down really cheap. Same thing with the Skull Candy ones. They got clearance down really cheap. You want to look for these weird things that just, you know, if you have a local supermarket, you live in Wichita, Kansas, and you have the best Kansas hot sauce that you can't get anywhere else, take a look. See if it's on clearance. Maybe it's not even on clearance, and you could still sell it for some great money on Amazon because nobody else around the country or even in the world can get it. So just a tip for you guys. I was pretty stoked to find all these headphones at a Staples, which was just funny to me. I go to Staples to buy all my office supplies, and that is really all that I buy there. Office supplies, paper, scissors, just things like that. Next we have a Funko Pop Mr. Rogers with Puppet. It's an exclusive to Barnes & Noble. I was in Barnes & Noble with my girlfriend, and we were just walking around, and I saw these Mr. Rogers Funko Pops, and I'd never seen them before. I'm like, oh, these are interesting. Let me scan them. I scanned them, and at the time, they were going for $50 and up. Right? Insane. So I bought every single one on the shelf. I sold, I think, one of them at $50 or like $48, and then the price started tanking real fast. So I think I had 3 or 4 more of them, and I dropped them to $29 because I only paid $10 each, and I just wanted to get them sold before they come crashing down. Now, Funko Pops, I would love to do a whole series on these because I've been trying to find online people that specialize in buying and selling Funko Pops, and I haven't found anything. And it's an interesting market, guys. There are a lot of, there's just so many of them. It's all speculation, but when they cancel one series or when they cancel one generation of Funko Pops for a certain TV show, they start to become very valuable. And it's all speculation, but if you buy, you know, store exclusives like Barnes & Noble exclusive, CVS or Walgreens exclusive, that is such small store to carry, you know, this huge toy brand that sometimes you can find some things that are just worth a lot more money down the road. But maybe I'll make a video series on Funko Pops. I don't know. I've recently been selling them, and I've been doing pretty well with them. Next, we have a Zuzu pet thing, and I sold it for $39.89. It's literally just a hamster wheel add-on for these toy Zuzu pets, little hamster toys. And I posted a video on YouTube of me thrifting at this random Goodwill that I'd never been to in Connecticut. Still don't know where it is. I can't remember how I got there, but they had like 50 to 100 of these things sitting on the shelf, and I do have a video on my channel. I wish I knew which video it was, but I'll never find it. And I went in there and I bought every single one. Finally, the last one of these sold for me. So $39.89. I was getting as high as like $45 for these things. I paid $2 a piece. I bought every single one they had. It was insane. One of the coolest finds I've ever had. Something I just wouldn't expect to sell very well. And we could actually click through to Amazon.com and see the product right here. Look at that. The next person's selling it at $24. So I'm glad I sold mine when I did. I don't know how I sold it for that price. I just did. The rank on it's not even that good either. If we look at the rank, well, right now it's 175,000 in toys, so the rank is not horrible actually. It used to be much higher, probably because I was the only FBA person selling it extremely high, and people see that price and they go, oh, I'm gonna go to eBay or something. I don't know, but still great sale there. Next, we have an electronic solitaire game I sold for $38.79. Guys, that's just insane to me that these little handheld things, look at how horrible that picture is, by the way. That is a bad picture, but, you know, that's where it is. We could take a look at the sales rank on it, 126,000 in toys. I guarantee you the rank was not that good when I bought it. I sold it on the 21st. Today's the 21st, so it sold today. That's probably the reason why the sales rank went down. Honestly, I think this was like a 400,000 or 500,000 in toys. But I buy toys with a sales rank all the way up to 700,000, especially this time of year. They sell for me perfectly fine, no issues. Alright, next and last, great story for this as well, guys. This is Swimway's baby spring float, like pool thing, I don't know. $21.05 is what I sold it for. Here it is right here. I sold out of mine. Now they're selling for $13.89. I sold this last one yesterday, so still, you know, they're going for almost $10 cheaper, about $8 cheaper now. Granted, I was selling them Amazon FBA. People are willing to spend up on Amazon FBA, but I sold them all. I went to a Goodwill. These were clearanced out from a Target. And normally I don't buy anything clearance from Target, but these just happened to be a great rank, selling for a great amount of money, and my local Goodwill, it wasn't local, but local to Connecticut, had dozens of these things. And I went up to the front desk. I talked to the manager and I said, hey, I'll buy all of these. And they were marked at between $4 and $6 because there were different colors. I'm not sure why they were priced differently, but they were priced between $4 and $6. And I asked her, I said, hey, I'm going to buy them all. And I actually didn't even ask her, I just told her that. And she came right back with me saying, really? If you buy them all, we'll give them to you for $3 a piece. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I wasn't even going to ask. I was basically getting to the point to ask, are there any more in back? Because I wanted more of them. Goodwills around me never bargain on price. They just don't do it. She must have been a new manager because I'd never seen her before, and she's a bargainer, and I love it. So I'm going to be going to this Goodwill more often because she does bargain on price. I forgot her name, which is horrible, so I'm going to have to ask her again next time I see her. I want to build up a relationship, and guys, that's what you got to do. You got to build relationships with your local stores, your local thrift stores, your local marketplace. Build these relationships to just start getting products at a cheaper price, more of them handed to you. And guys, I'm not a very sociable person, even though I'm on here on YouTube talking all the time. Whenever I'm out and about doing my thrifting, I'm not very outgoing and very sociable, especially with the workers. I try to keep a low profile, just get in, get out, get my stuff, but it does help to be super friendly with them. I'm never mean to them. I'm always friendly. If something rings up wrong, you know, be very polite, just work with them, and you will get some great deals. I bought dozens of these guys, and they all sold within a week. Every single one of them. And I bought them at $3 a piece, selling them for what I sell them for, $21.05. That's just a great sale. Now, I didn't get the difference. Obviously, there's fees and everything there. I think I was getting $12 to $13, something like that, out of them. So still made a couple $100. Really happy about that. Work on your connections, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions at all. I will try my best to answer them. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is ThriftSchool, signing out. See ya.